Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna be starting like a new kind of series or something with me just like talking about code, like maybe making new games of it. So, this is gonna be like a game of, like Google Snake, how you play that game, and it's gonna be kind of like that with a little bit of add-ons if you want, like more levels maybe, more like stuff basically to do. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. And the first thing that we're gonna do today is we're gonna do the on. We're gonna first just download the coding software, and then we're just gonna make the border of the like plane that the snake is gonna be moving around in. We're just gonna do that for now. So what you gotta do is find a coding software that you want to use. Now, I personally recommend Sublime. Sublime is uh, Sublime Text is a really good coding software that I personally will recommend. Okay, so when you get into Sublime, I would recommend you create a new file. Just create a new file. United. Okay, great. And then you have to save as into a thing. Okay, into a thing. But it has to be like a good folder. For example, I'm just gonna do GVideo, where I do some random stuff, Where snake game. Let's just call this Dank Snake Game. Dank Snake Game. Okay, so Dank Snake Game. Okay, that's what it's gonna call. It has to be HTML. HTML. So this is how it needs to go. And so basically, what you gotta do is just type, because we're working in HTML, right? And so just type doc this HTML, because we're working in HTML, right? We're working in it. So, yeah, you can name whatever your title over here you want it to be called. Like, you could say it, the one and only boys snake game. What a great name. I spelled that wrong. The snake game. The one and only boys snake game, right? And so basically, what you gotta do from this point on is you gotta put the canvas, because that's where your thing is gonna move. So put canvas. See, you already see it has over here. And you're gonna put, the first thing you're gonna put is ID, which means the identification or something, maybe. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not really this good. Okay. And you gotta put canvas in there, because it's gonna be called canvas. Yeah. And then the width of the canvas. Now this is where you can get a little bit flexible. This is where you can get like you could choose like your total width if you want, and you can just choose like if you want your width to be like big or small or anything like that. But for now, for the sake of this video, we're just gonna do the width is gonna be 400, and the height is also gonna be equal to 400, because we want to make it like a square, right? We don't want to make it like a rectangle, unless you guys want to make it a rectangle. Then okay, suit yourself then. I guess I can't say anything for that. And as you can see here, I made a mistake. And you gotta do like this, because I made a mistake. Hey, everyone makes a mistake, right? So you gotta make it have color. Okay, it has to have color, because it needs to be colorful. And so basically, next thing you want to create is the actual script, okay? How you want to follow it, right? You want to follow it up. So the script, maybe you want to make it more organized. I don't know. You're an organized kid. Then, okay, it's going to be organized. Whatever you want, you know. It's your game. So basically, a script, and it's already ready for you. And text, because we're doing it in JavaScript, this is correct. And so basically, we're going to do like that. And before that, this is the actual, like, where you put in the code. But first, you need, like, a query. A query is, like, where some, like, the code is, like, stored. If you want the code to be, like, stored somewhere, then it's just, like, a big compile of what the code should do. And it's all stored in, like, a query or something. jQuery. And, yeah. And you have to have another script. And not text to JavaScript. You have to put like this very complex thing, and you have to like write it out. HTTPS this thing. And we're just starting out, you know. We're just gonna start out code .jQuery and then .com. Yeah. And that's basically the jQuery. If you want to work it out from here, it's pretty good. It's just like a compile of a lot of code and what the code should basically like do. So now we can actually move on to coding the thing, okay? We can actually like start coding, okay? We don't have to still keep on doing this. So we got the basic thing down, but right now, see if it works. See what happens if it works or not. You can click save, or okay, yeah. Do that, and then you can just click Control Save, and then you see over here it says the one and only boy Snake Game. Check Control Shift Alt Control Shift J, and you can see the console, and you can see that we don't have any errors. So this is good. Okay, we don't have any errors. This is good. We're good. Okay, it's good. It's 10 out of 10 right now. And so basically, that's good. So now we can start customizing the canvas, right? So basically the canvas, we have to get our variable, and we have to say canvas, because that's what we want to call it, right? Canvas. I call it a canvas, okay? We want to call it a canvas. And so basically, then we gotta do equal document, and dot get. We need to get the element by ID. So we gotta get element. Whoops, I think I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. Get element by ID. And the thing is that you have to capitalize these on just like this, or else it won't work, because that's the thing with Java. It isn't capitalization friendly. So if you misspell a word just by the slightest, oh boy, that's a big no-no for you, because you're dead. You're dead, man. You're a rip. Dead. Just dead. Guys like my green screen? Yeah, it's pretty good. And then next thing you got to do after you finish the variable for the canvas, you got to do the CTX variable. And so basically what the CTX variable is like, basically like saying what kind of like, is it 2D, is it 3D, kind of like that thing. And I may be wrong, I don't know, I don't really know that much about code. I'm sorry, I'm a beginner just like you guys. So I don't really know that much about code, but it's fine. This is just how you do it. Context, context by 2D because it isn't going to be 3D, okay? It's 2D. Because you don't, if you want to make it 3D, then we'll go over that soon enough. We'll go over that soon enough. And then next thing you got to do is the variable for the width, because on width and height of the canvas, because it's still not really that set of the width. And so basically what you got to do for the variable of the width, you got to do canvas dot width. Whoops. Width. Yeah, canvas dot width. Width. Yeah. That's how you type it. And so basically canvas dot width, well, not canvas. So canvas dot width, right? And then variable, you got to do height now. You gotta first get the dimensions good, okay? You gotta first you gotta just get the dimensions before ever like doing any borders and stuff, because then you gotta do some stuff. Do the dimensions first. So just like above, just like we did above, we need to do canvas.height now. Whoops, I did caps lock. Be careful not to do caps lock, kids. It's bad. Oh no. And so basically, now we can leave a note for us here. We have to work out the width and length in the blocks. Like, we have to work out, like, now is the fun time, okay? We have to work out the width and length in the block size. Like, how big or how thick the width is gonna be of the like, the lines and stuff like that. So we gotta, we can work out, we can do like a comment here. We can work out the width and length in blocks. We're just gonna do very block size, because it's called block size. And we're gonna do, just for the sake of this video, 10. How about just 10? But you can do like 50, you could do like 60, I don't know, just whatever you guys feel comfortable, you can just do like that. And I'll show you what the difference is in a second. After you do the basic block size, you have to do the width in blocks. So like basically on how thick you want those blocks to be, and which on blocks, width in blocks equals width, duh, and block size, because it's the block size. Okay. And then you gotta do the height, or how tall you want your blocks to be. So basically, like, you could do blocks, height in blocks, and then that, and then height, and then block size. And make sure to do it exactly like the capitalization that I'm doing, because on JavaScript is case sensitive, and it won't like it if you're not doing it good. So after you do the width and height in blocks, you can on open in browser, but it's not going to show anything. And if you click this, it's not going to show anything either, because you're not doing it wrong, but you're not showing anything, because it's just there's the variable, but there's nothing there. So next thing you got to create for a good game, or for basically any game, for the snake game as well, you got to set the score. So you can leave a comment if you want. Set the score. Set score. And if you want, you could just end that using that. And so basically what it is we're gonna do just var score equals 0. The reason why we're doing on score equals 0 is because that's how it's gonna start out. Okay, it's not gonna just start out like 50. Okay, it's not gonna be that simple because we can't just automatically win the game. Okay, that's not gonna be that fun. I mean, unless you're those kids who think that's fun, then okay, I guess so. But yeah, on we're gonna set the score first to 0 because we don't want to complete the game first at the beginning. And then what we gotta do is we have to draw border. Draw the border. So okay, I wrote draw the border. And you can leave these comments if you want. If you don't, then okay, that's fine if you don't. We're gonna modify the score later also. So there, draw border, because we all need to start for a variable. That's basically the rule, and that's basically a rule. And function, because we need to have a function in there. And yeah, and gotta put it like that. We gotta have a bracket and then a curly bracket. I mean a parentheses and then a curly bracket or something. And we gotta write the code that we that we want in this function that that basically is the draw border. And so ctx dot fill style, because we want to like fill the on our border with like a color, right? Because we can't just have it all white. Okay, that's gonna be boring. Okay, we want something spazazzy. Okay, we want this thing to be colorful. So you could do anything basically. You could do on yellow. Okay, you could do yellow, or you could do gray. You could do gray. You could do red. You could do anything. But I like yellow, so actually no, I like blue. I like blue. So let's do blue, because I like it. I like the color. Blue is one of my favorite colors. And so basically next we gotta do the fill rectangle, because we want it to be like a, kind of like a rectangle, but somewhat like a square. Because this, I don't think this place has any squares on it. But yeah. So rectangle, fill rectangle, because we gotta actually make the borders. Put 0. Oh, whoops, that's an O. Okay, 0, 0, and then width, and then block size. Because we want it to be cool, you know? And so, next thing we gotta do, so then we gotta just do it, block size, and then we gotta do another one. Okay, we gotta do another one. Ctx dot fill rect, and then we gotta do the height now. And because on this one is gonna be kind of like a weird thing, we gotta do the height minus, hold up, minus block size. Yeah, you could just do that, sure. And on height minus block size, I'll tell you guys later why. Width, and then block size. Block size. Here, can I do this right now? Hold up, let me skip ahead a little bit. Let me see if I can draw a border. This might not work, but it also might work, and I can show you why. So, we draw a border, okay? And maybe this will work. Hold up. And then, after we do this thing, we gotta do a ctx, and then dot fill rectangle. And then we gotta listen to the height. 0. And then 0. And then block size. Block size. And then equals to height. Block size and then equal to height. Okay. Hold up, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so maybe that's the reason why I wasn't able to. Oh, still doesn't work. Okay, still doesn't work, guys. Okay, next thing you gotta do is you gotta go like this. CTX dot fill rectangle. And then you gotta go like that, the same way. So, because the width, so imagine this like a coordinate plane. The width, or like the bottom line, is always gonna be the x-axis. So the x-axis always comes first, right? If you're doing like a coordinate thing. And the y-axis always comes last. So that's why, for here, okay, I can just show you. For here, for the width place over here, it comes first, and then block size. And then for here, it comes last. So the first thing you gotta write is block size first. And then, over here, you could see, we only need, because this was width, and then we had to do height, and then this, we're gonna do width now, so it's gonna be width minus block size, because the coordinate plane, the x is always the first one. If you don't know that, then okay, good for you. And block size, yeah, block size, and then height. Because this was all the backwards, so you can basically see, yeah, you get it. So basically the width came first here. Okay, the width came first because this is going to be width, but this is measuring the width of the thing. Okay, and so that's how you do it. Oh, okay. I understand why I'm wrong. Typo. You see this? This is supposed to be SREC. And you're also supposed to add a period here. See, this is the place where it gets everyone, because there's just so much complicated stuff. You have to actually write this word for word. So what? This still doesn't work. Oh, what the frick? Why did I say 3D? It's supposed to be 2D. Ah, oh, jeez. Looks like I had a lot of typos. Okay. Yeah. It was supposed to be 2D. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. That was a mistake for me. It was supposed to be 2D. Okay. Yeah, that's basically it, though. Thank you for watching and seeing me mess up, kind of. And solving through it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I was kind of confused, yeah. But you know what? Persistence is key. We did not give up. I did not give up, and we did it. We got the border in, so far anyway. And we got the border in, and we can continue on with this next time. So yeah, that's amazing. Thank you guys for watching.